The world be without a woman. A nation.
Yeah, I am Sarah Malel. I come from Uasin Gishu County. I represent a ward known as Kimumu ward in Moiben sub-county. Yeah, I joined politics in 2013, but maybe before that, Nditi, if you don't mind.
Yes.
I'm serving for the second term in Uasin Gishu County Assembly, and I am the Deputy Speaker currently. We were elected as only 3 women in this current dispensation. Out of 30 wards, we managed to secure 3 elected seats for the women. But in 2017, 2022, I was the only elected woman at that period in time. So I started politics in 2010 when the new constitution, the 2010 constitution, was promulgated, when I saw opportunities that were giving women at least that county assemblies will not be formed if they don't get the requisite gender representation. And I said, since now the constitution has favored us somehow, and then I must venture into politics, and that is how I entered and started the politics at that time. Unfortunate, I didn't make it in 2013. I lost the party primaries in 2013 by just 26 votes, and I didn't lose hope. I went again to proceed to the general election using another ticket. That is
You never gave up.
Yeah, I never gave up.
Yes.
So I also became second. I didn't make it. I learned from the lessons that I lost in 2013 because of some challenges of maybe not protecting my vote. I only entered into politics thinking that there is a lot of fairness, which it wasn't. That was the experience that I experienced, that politics does not know who you are. They are not lenient enough. And so I had to be more vigilant when I entered into 2017 in manning my vote, because there was a lot of outcry that maybe our victory was stolen. And of course, you know, there is no politician who loses and says that I accepted losing fairly, but we always blame maybe we were rigged out.
Yes.
But nonetheless, I had to guard my vote. I had to learn also how to reach into the more votes that I could do. I didn't reach in 2013, and bring them on board. And I also managed to give them the view that we can do it as women, to empower you women. If you give me an opportunity, maybe men don't understand many a times the importance of women in the leadership space. Yeah, in the last term, 2017-2022, I used to sit I was one of the members of the speakers panel. And during that period, I was presiding most of the sessions of the county assembly when Honorable Speaker was not in, and even the Deputy Speaker then was not in. So that is how I managed to practice. So in 2022, when I came in, it was easy for me because I had already learned the job. And maybe out of the few people who were re-elected, maybe I was the only one who had ideas most about issues of legislation and how to preside the House proceedings. And so that is how I I managed to convince my fellow colleagues to give me that opportunity to serve as the Deputy Speaker, since I had some experience. Yeah, we are still not doing good as such. And you'll realize that the statistics show sometimes that when a very good example, I've told you that in Uasin Gishu County, for example, in 2013, we had 3 women elected. In 2017, we had only 1 woman being elected. And in 2022 now, we are now 3. So the numbers keep on shaking. You see the level of maybe confidence that people have on women
Yes.
to maybe in leadership position is still something that it has not been owned so much. We cannot easily project that today we will be maintaining even the numbers that we are having at this current dispensation come the next general election. So I want to say that maybe some of these things that maybe are making us women to lose these opportunities is also lacking confidence on ourselves. Because if you are confident about yourself and your ability, there is no reason as to why you should not be given that opportunity to maybe lead. Secondly, the way we carry ourselves, as women, we have a lot of responsibilities. Remember, it is not like a man. You as a woman, you have also a family. If you are a married woman, for example, you have a family to take care of. At the same time, you have the public issues to address on. And you need to strike a balance between the two. As you carry your family, you also don't forget the responsibilities that you are entrusted on so that you deliver to the people whom you represent.
Yes.
One of the responsibilities of the Deputy Speaker, of course, is, I am the chair of all the chairs of the committees.
Yes.
And at individual capacity at the committee level, I also serve at the budget committee. In delegated legislation, I also serve in the committee on lands and physical planning. I also serve in other committees, water and irrigation. So you see, during the planning time, and we make sure that we, at least being a woman, sometimes we make sure that we give a critical eye on gender responsive budgets to make sure that we achieve the allocations going to areas where we are really targeting those marginalized who are the women mostly, and that is in terms of maybe allocating money to the Department of Water to make sure that our rural women access water, clean water easily, the medical access in our rural villages to make sure that they don't go for long distances to get medication during even their pregnancy season or any other, and empowerment areas in the Department of Trade, maybe to make sure that we have some little money to finance them to do something to enable them come up with startup businesses. Initially, when I started politics, the main problems of us in the political arena is winning the hearts of people. You see, sometimes you are coming as maybe as a young woman. There are aged elderly people who maybe don't trust your abilities also, or they expect much from you. And so when you are in a competition with men, you are being seen as a weaker entity in that political arena. So that is one of the challenges. Number two, financial constraints, of course, which it is a very big challenge. You remember that there are so many problems that we need to handle because of the challenges that comes along with the society. But remember, in the current Kenya we are in today, there are scarcity of resources. You remember even the county governments currently are crying about money is not being dispatched to the county level to meet the expectations of our people. And of course, if we don't have money to implement our programs, then you will automatically be seen not doing anything, while in the real sense, it is not your problem yourself, but it is the non-availability of resources on time for you to implement what you are needed to implement on the ground. So the infrastructure issue was part of my biggest challenge, and with limited resources that you see, you cannot meet to sort out the issues and messes of the infrastructure in terms of roads, or maybe doing infrastructure even in schools and what have you. There is one thing that the public have not put into consideration for real. They have not known that the number of women being nominated to occupy these positions in order to fill the deficit, it's on the budget for development. Because at the end of the day, there is no any other monies that are coming from anywhere else that are being paid for our salaries as the nominated. So one thing, it is very important that we get the real number, the 3 threshold that counties need to have in representation, so that we save the monies to direct them to development, to educate our children, to make sure that we make our health facilities, medicine available, and our ECD children to go to school and have a good learning environment, our infrastructure to get easy. So it is important. A woman, secondly, women can share the little in the right way.
Yes.
And I want to send this message to the public that the little resources that women get, they can spread it to reach, if not satisfactory, but at least to be felt by every part of the ward, at the ward level or even at the county level. Thirdly, the woman has the aspect of humility.
Yes.
It has been very difficult for very many other rural women or the vulnerable women to reach to leadership, because maybe they don't know how to get into those places to get and deliver their grievances too. And so when women are elected, there is no reason as to why a woman should not face that woman. And like sometimes maybe a man can say, because of that humility, saying that this one being a woman like me, at least we understand so many issues that are going on behind the curtains.
Yeah.
I would like to say that since I got into office, the first thing that I did was to make sure that I registered groups for people to access finances, for my people to access finances. And I also made sure that our infrastructure is in good position, that at least you can at least move with ease, and our goods are available, the availability of our markets to make sure that our young people are equipped. I also managed to brought some sewing machines for those ones who had gone for training. We managed to we give education to those ones, scholarship to those ones who are not able to pay for their education. And after their trainings in technical schools, we link them to job opportunities at the county level. So I feel that I've consolidated a base to start from.
Yes.
That even if in future I will be continuing to look to and for the same seat or think of other issues, I will be having a starting base. So because my track record of development can be counted.
Yes.
Can be counted. Today, when we want to hire tents, already I have empowered my groups. They have the tents, so we don't go far. We make sure that we get from them to support them also. Give them finances. Inua Biashara, we have a fund at the county level which we call Inua Biashara Fund. Make sure that we give to the groups for startups. I created a disability group at the ward level to support them access finances, both from national government and at the county level. The Boda, my ward was the first ward to create a Boda circle for the Boda people. And link them to various Inua to NGAF, the monies from the Women Enterprise Fund, and also from the UESO Fund that used to exist. And so we I feel that from that track record, it can give me a solid base to form my basis going forward. I want to remind women that the political arena or securing a seat as a politician is not a bed of roses. The earlier we prepare, the better. The earlier you consolidate your base, the better. Start first with your family. Talk with your family to be given that go ahead. I've seen so many women getting a lot of trouble when they enter into politics. Maybe the family are not agreeing with them going there, and so they get a lot of difficulty when they are already in the field, that the family even is not supporting the cause. So it is good to start from home. And of course, sometimes we also have to remember that there is nothing that we can do on our own apart from also bringing God into this journey. So consolidate your base, make sure that you reach to very many women who can buy the idea of use maybe the weaknesses that maybe you have seen from the leadership that is in place today to build your basis for going to the future. Yeah, and also make sure that finances is not everything, but have that confidence and know that these seats are open for anyone. They are not reserved for certain people or certain gender. So come out wholeheartedly and focused that you want to win. I've seen so many challenges that our women come to politics, maybe because they want only to be known that they are vying so that they can be nominated. That is what we are missing the point. We want to make sure that we are going for the race not to be nominated but to be elected. As the saying goes, that you empower a girl child and you have empowered the society. I want to tell the society that the women are doing perfectly in their areas of jurisdiction when given an opportunity to serve, and we are able to deliver as women. We trust, we care, and we can assure you that the little resources that are available for service delivery, women can easily reach to each and everyone. Secondly, the reason why you should also elect a woman is for us also to secure resources to do our various developments, to direct the monies to go to support our kids in school, to support our health infrastructure, to support our roads infrastructure and access to clean water. So it is very important that we elect women because they are also able, and whatever a woman gets, at least it can be shared. The impacts can be seen directly.
It's a